Almost time for lights out in the fight school courtyard. Shifu Nathan has rumbled sweethearts Don and M.
Every time I see her, I see you, and every time I see her, I see you. It's quite fascinating how, something just, kind of developed between the honey buns here. I'm gonna watch you. I bet you about 3 seconds you go that way as well. A couple of minutes you go that way.
Washing my feet.
You're gonna go now and wash your feet? Go on, Don.
I think people got nothing better to do.
Go on up and wash your feet if you want. I don't mind.
Tomorrow, Shifu Nathan will look for more opportunities to test Don and M.
This is called chasing the tail.
This challenge is about fight skills. Pupils must attack, snatching the tail from their opponent's belt, and defend, blocking the same happening to them. First, Shifu Nathan puts M against Toby.
Begin. Try and reach it. 1. Useless. Useless. Completely useless. Begin.
If they can't do this, they're unlikely to succeed in a fight.
You learn anything since you've been here?
Yes, you could.
You sure?
Yes, you could.
That's twice. You gotta move. That's a 3rd time. You have got to try twice as hard. You've got to try harder. Move. And I mean move.
Toby is wiping the floor with M.
You, come here. Do not force me to dish out punishment. You will try harder. Do you understand?
Yes, you could.
Begin. Leave the area.
M is sidelined.
Ali, Paul, I don't want to see a repeat of that. That was not good enough. Ready?
Good.
Begin.
Both move faster, but it's not enough for Paul.
Good. Paul, I expect more defense. You're big, you're strong, but you're still not good enough. You're breathing heavy. You've got to work harder. You're too slow. I won't stand that. Come on. Stop. Useless. Committed. No thought in what you were doing.
I thought it was a really brilliant game, and it's to work speed, foot movement, and...
That's more like it. Next 2.
Next, Shifu Nathan puts Don against Emma.
Ready? Go. Good. Excuse me. Ask your question. You like him?
No, Shifu.
No? Don't hug him. Take it. Do you understand? Begin.
Don grabs the tail over and over again.
Please with yourself.
No, Shifu.
Leave the ring. Stay where you are. Please with yourself.
Don's success gives the Megatron an idea. M must try again against Don. He must behave like a martial artist and put his feelings for M to one side.
Ready. Begin. Why are you easing off? You tired? The eat getting to you? You sure? Well, how come you're not doing so good now? Harder. See you ease off again, I would deal with you.
They put Emma against Don, and they put M against Don. They wanted to see if he was any different. They weren't judging you two, they were judging him.
Begin. Stop. You sure you're ready?
Yes, she could.
You sure?
Yes, she could.
Begin.
We're both being very easy targets at the moment. If they can't really think of anything better and just stick 2 people together, if they think, something's going on, or just shallow.
Don, come here. What did I just say? Why did you ease off? I don't expect you to ease off. Do you understand that? Good. Begin. More effort, Don. That's better. Time.
I broke my nail on Don's shoulder.
Meanwhile, love hurts for Don. That scratch from M has left him in need of a bandage. But enough is enough. The pupils are in fight school to learn martial arts skills, endurance, discipline, and respect. And learn they must. The Grandmaster summons the Shifus. They must enforce the fight school doctrine. The pupils have lost sight of what they're doing in China.
Masala.
This cannot be go on. The standard of fight school, they are going to be represented. They are fight school. They are the best. So our standard had to remain.
Back in the courtyard, the crackdown is swift. Shifu Becky finds rotting fruit, abandoned, covered in flies.
Are you responsible for tidying up in here today?
Yes, Shifu.
Do you think you've done a good job? Have a good look.
Yes, Shifu.
Okay, have a look at that. Is that, or is it not, disgusting? Just because we're in China, don't think it's acceptable, because it isn't, okay? And then when you finish, and you've got 10 seconds to sort it out, you get in the courtyard with everybody else and line up now! You lot are starting to live like animals. You are human beings. You come to me and you complain that you've got an upset stomach. I ask you why. Maybe it's because you've got rotten fruit. And you think it's acceptable to perform down here instead of up here where you were last week. It's not a holiday camp. Everybody line up this side of the court. Come on!
The punishment is a grueling 20-minute training session. Emma takes off her shoes. It's 40 degrees. The paving stones are blazing hot. Emma's feet soon hurt. She's made to put new shoes on.
Just put your legs up. It will get harder. Legs up, deep breathing.
Touch the floor! Make it easy! You let your guard down. You let your standards drop. The trouble is now, Grandmaster Lau sees it. He sees you lot as slackers. He sees you lot as people who aren't trying, who are just here for a good time. Go!
Here, get down. Get up.
Emma's burned her feet, but the fight school doctor's top priority is Ali. 3 days ago, she injured her ankle making this kick.
Very painful. Okay. You can't move?
I can't move it, but it hurts.
A little bit. Can't?
Yeah, but it hurts. I should have just stopped. It's my fault. They couldn't have made me run.
I will give you some tablets and I want you to take an X-ray in local hospital.
Meanwhile, Emma's feet have blistered.
I will give you some cream you can apply on it and ice in it. It will be painful for a few days.
But there's little sympathy from the Megatron.
I believe I'm pushing myself in my challenges, Shifu.
You reckon so?
Yes, I do.
Well, I don't feel so because the Grandmaster tells us he don't think that you lot are doing too good. So if he thinks you're not doing too good and you're not pushing yourself, then it's up to us to push you. Now, if you're going to stand there and tell me that that's the best you can do, then you must be one soft piece of martial art.
If that's the best I can do and it's not good enough to go home.
You ain't going nowhere. You will go and have your meal and do as you're told. You said you come here, find yourself in the courtyard and line up. Don't tell me about having a meal. Same with everyone else. You seem to have an opinion. I'm not interested in your opinion. You do as you're told. All these students, you see them come here and they act all tough. When it comes down to being tough, it's about here. It's not about being all reading comic books, watching TV, turn up to a class twice a week, and then go home and sit down and have a pint of beer. It's not. It's a way of life, and if you cannot hack it, you shouldn't be here. Right here in fight school, it gets tougher, and it will get tougher and tougher and tougher.
Lunchtime. Shaken by the severity of the crackdown, Paul is in tears.
exercises, I can't do any more tasks, I can't hardly walk.
But Toby's looking on the bright side of punishment.
My stamina is that little bit better.
From one punishment.
From one punishment. Every time you push yourself. Every time. Your frame of mind might be better, but your stamina won't be better. Stamina won't be better. You can only by that fraction of a little, but
many different ways. You try and tell me that if every year I did that once, my stamina would be much better.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about once. You've got to do that over and over again.
Exactly, they taught you once.
Ali is being taken to hospital in Beijing. She has an X-ray and is examined by a physiotherapist.
So that hurts. I think that just hurt anyone, wouldn't it?
Fight school rules allow a pupil to miss just one challenge. Or like Alex before her, she'll have to leave. Back in fight school, the next challenge is fast approaching. The summoning wands, for 1,500 years used by Shaolin monks. 2 pupils must beat the gongs in rhythm. The weights are leaden. The long, bending poles make them feel even heavier.
If at any time the 2 wands hit each other, that will be held as a mark against you.
Keeping the wands level and avoiding a clash requires the utmost strength and concentration.
Toby, step forwards, please. Emma, step forwards. Thank you.
Fortunately for Emma, the pupils will kneel. She's against Toby.
Ready? Begin.
somebody might bang, 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 just keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, but they expect that from them. And then someone else will really push it, so you never know what's going through the Shifu's minds.
Toby outlasts Emma. Next are Em and Paul.
Ready? Begin.
Everyone's arms are a bit tired from all press-ups and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's hard to give 100% in a game when you're already feeling tired.
Em struggles with the pole.
Begin.
As Ali's missing, Toby gets a second go against Don.
Toby seemed to last a particularly long time, hence why I put him in for a second round.
Technique was incorrect, wasn't it?
Yeah. Bad technique.
When we've been explaining exactly what he's done, he hasn't been taking time, you know, to listen.
Don was fluent, fast, and held it as it should have been held. Stop!
For me, you've got Don is the strongest, he's won it outright. Toby's had incorrect technique. I think it's as simple as that, if you agree.
Absolutely.
The challenge is complete. The Shifus go to confer with the Grand Master. Discipline has been restored. Now he must judge the pupils.
Grandmaster Lam, we've come to offer our opinion on the strongest and the weakest students.
Don's managed to stay up in the top sort of, you know, 2, 3 really. That's got to account for something at fight school.
Yeah, I'm being consistent, but that's not good enough.
I thought Emma did very well. You know, she's never been out of the top 3, I thought, out of the games.
Ali done well. She's very focused, she shows spirit.
If you look at the strongest, I definitely think it was one of the girls.
I'm just not happy with myself because I seem to be at the bottom.
Toby, his lack of concentration, you know, his mind never seems to be focused on anything.
I'll be going at a maximum of like 10 days or something, and a minimum of tomorrow.